Hey there everybody, it's Flash Flare, and welcome to part 7 of Banjo-Kazooie. This time we're going to be heading back into Clanker's Cavern, but before that, you remember in the last episode we upped Grunty's eyes, or however you say that. Smashed both of them down to have a Jiggy appear out of her nose, and I don't know if Kazooie will want to eat this one. Let's have a little suspense. I'll just grab it. Okay, now we've got this Jiggy, the fourth in Gruntilda's lair, and Kazooie does eat it. Kazooie eats anything. She eats things out of Gruntilda's nose. That's just wrong and messed up. Okay, back into the top pipe and into the place of dank doom and gloom. Clanker's Cavern is getting a little old now, but we are just about out of it. This will be the last episode except for the note run that we actually spend in it. So, I'm eager to get out of it. Here we go. Right into the pipe. Okay, the puzzles come into place, and we're starting at the high pipe again. That's a health hazard having people start up there. Why did I do that? Once again, it's Mr. Crab. This time, let's get him on the first try. Okay. Now we dive down. We won't have to be finding any more pipes. Let's go back to Clanker's pipe, which is right over here. We won't worry about the notes in this episode, as I said before. We can just miss a few. Be careless and dirty like that. Nobody cares about notes. Come on. Should have different numbers of notes instead of 100. Of course, that would make it a lot harder, but still, not every song has 100 notes. It's kind of weird. Okay, back to Clanker. First thing I'm going to be doing. No, I'm not going to be sticking my feet into his gut. I'm going to be climbing up his tail. At least I think that's what I'm going to be doing if I don't fall off here. And you see this little plateau at the end of his tail, and if he swings just right and you jump off, you will end up on it, and a Jiggy is behind a cage door. The only way to break this, as far as I know, is to rat-a-tat-rap, which is probably the easiest way. Look out, because those eels and the backflip from the cage will most likely send you plummeting off the cliff into a not good scenario. Not good. Back onto Clanker. You gotta wait till he raises his fin out of the water to jump up there. And you do not want to fall under the water, or you'll be pushed under by his fin and immediately forced to dive, which is one of my most unfavorite parts of going on his fins. Is getting forced to dive. Okay, we didn't quite make that one. Man, I hate this. Ugh. Okay, let's try this one more time. If we don't do it this time, I may cut this part out, or wait till we actually can be capable of doing this. At least we got up here. Like some of the notes, but not all of them. So we discriminate against notes. We're just that kind of person. That kind of hippo. We're not hippos, actually. Don't believe what I said. Don't tell that to your teacher, kids. We're not hippos. Okay, there's the Jiggy in plain sight, and we are going to grab it. Finally. That would make 5. I always seem to get 4 in the first episodes, and then get the other 6 in the next. It's weird. Now, what I think I'm going to be doing is heading into a tunnel, not sure which one it is, to get the next Jiggy. It might be this one. This might be the one with the blue Jinjo. It's hard to tell. Oh, no, this is not. This must be the one with the Jiggy. You want to go in here with a full tank of air, because if not, this is one of the longest tunnels in the game, and you will probably die. Except for one tunnel at the end of the game, which you have to go under ice for. But that'll make 6, so we don't care. 6 Jiggies is a good start. Back up to the top. It'll be a little harder maneuvering through this hole backwards, but you can do it. If I can, you can. For some reason, all the people who do LPs seem to be bad at the game. Don't know why. It just seems to be a running trend. But be assured. Okay, you remember in the last episode, of course, that Clanker said his teeth hurt, and we viciously ignored him. You viciously ignore something. So, anyway, we are back to him, and we want to help him now, because we all of a sudden had a change of heart. Just like on the Christmas Carol. This tooth not hurt now. Ooh. I speak with such a masculine voice. Okay, that tooth does not hurt now, and the golden teeth are the ones that you have to shoot out with eggs, as you've seen me do. You have to hit them, 3 or 4 times. I'm thinking 3. I'm not sure though, so don't quote me on that. And if he gets just right and you do hit him, like with a round, yeah, that's 3. His teeth will go in and he'll say, toothache, this side gone. Clanker swallowed reward. Oh, nice job, Clanker. Teeth all better now. Thank you, Bear. At least he's appreciative instead of some other characters I know. Captain Blubber. And there is the reward. Another Jiggy. What were you expecting, a Mumbo token? No way, he's not that cheap. Not like those relatives that get Christmas gifts for you. Okay, what I'm going to try to do here is make a pool of health. If I can defeat these crabs. I'm going to ground pound them, and then hopefully their honeycombs like that will slide into there. So they'll be a safe place so I won't start collecting them before I get hurt. And we will make a pool of health, or a pool of honey, whatever you want to call it. And once they all slide in there, we can go down undisturbed to munch on honey underwater. Kids, don't try eating things underwater. It doesn't turn out well. Each time I try it, I always get waterlogged. And it's not very fun to get waterlogged. It's not fun to wake up in the hospital, half-eaten honeycomb in your mouth, and they're trying to press it out of you. The nerve that some nurses have. Just try to press honeycombs right out of your mouth, just to keep you alive. And you're obviously enjoying that honeycomb. Okay, the most hated challenge in Banjo-Kazooie. Hoop challenge, Clanker's Cavern. Even though it is kind of easy, we have to jump through the... No, not jump through the blue hoops, because apparently you've got to jump through the green one first. Because they are being not good at all. Okay, green one first, and then the timer for 48 seconds starts. What kind of an uncreative time is that? I mean, you could have done 60, you could have done 30, but 48? Sometimes rather makes me wonder. Okay, we got a backflip through this one. It's a little higher. Apparently we have to be on the box, and that'll get us through that one. Now, you will probably want to dive. Avoid these swinger vein things, these outward veins. They're not a pretty sight to look at, and if you touch them, you will get hurt. One trick I always use to stay on top of these challenges is hold R in the water. It'll make you do sharp turns, just like you can while flying, and that will make it a lot easier to maneuver around. Okay, all of a sudden Clanker must have opened his mouth or something because the water is rising, and a Jiggy appears. So it's still rising. Let's, that will be number 8. If I can count right. Yes, I can count. I passed kindergarten. This was my final test. I bet none of you knew. Finally. I've been working on that for 7 years. Now, once again, get the golden feather. Why do I say once again when that's like the first golden feather we got in this episode? These golden feathers will be very useful, so collect them, unlike me. You do not want to collect them. Now this part where we're about to find Bottle's move, I think, if I can succeed in this. Watch out for the hangers from the ceiling. And Bottle's move is a little hard to find. You don't know it's there until you fly up. And this is where I finished the episode off last time on the fly pad, so we can go in here. This room probably looks familiar, only a lot harder. So what you want to do is talk to Bottles, of course. Poor Clanker, he's got moles in his stomach. This man's shield against bad guys. Cool. Does it make me invulnerable? Invincible, not invulnerable. Sure does. Press the right C and Z holds. Use the control stick to move around. Use it wisely, though, as this move causes golden feathers, and you can only carry 10 of them. Here, take these 5 valuable gold feathers with you. And that'll give us 8. You've learned all my new moves for this world. The rest is up to you. Okay. This is a little hard without Wonder Wing. In fact, I don't think it's possible. But Wonder Wing will help you push through all these grinders and make you not able to die. And jump to get the Jiggy. Okay, that was a pretty easy Jiggy, but who knows? There might be easier ones. Well, actually, the last one is probably the Jinjos. So that's what I'm going to be heading on to next. As soon as we Wonder Wing our way back through these, and you don't want to waste your Wonder Wing feathers at all. Get off them as soon as you can. Whoa, Banjo, look where you're going. Don't walk into the camera, man. This is the first time I've mentioned the cameraman since episode 1, I'm pretty sure. That poor guy. He's got to follow Banjo all around. In the Super Mario 64, we saw that it was Lackey 2 who was actually doing that. I wonder who's doing it this time. Mumbo? Well, hey, you just passed your best note score for this level. I don't really care, because we're not even doing the note run yet, so why should I care? And the pink Jinjo, spin around with R and use A to maneuver slowly as we grab the pink Jinjo. And now we should be making our way out of Clanker's body. I'm pretty sure that's the last time we'll have to go in there, except for the note run. Keep mentioning the note run without trying to. But, you know, you gotta do that. Now, up here is the little platform we shot the teeth off of. And we are back. I just cut out there for a little second just because I felt like it, because we were wasting a lot of time pausing and trying to figure out where the next Jinjo was. And I don't think we've quite figured that out yet. So, what I'm going to focus on doing here is showing you guys... What a lame excuse. I'm going to be showing you guys how to get some extra items around here, including honeycomb pieces and extra lives. Very important to the game. The first honeycomb piece is in a duct. A duct. It's a funny word. And that's 5 out of 6. We've almost got another health unit. I wish there were 6 in every level like there was in Spiral Mountain. That would make the game so much easier. And that's one of them. We've only got one more to find in this level. We find ourselves back at this little platform. I wonder why. Probably because we're not... That's a freaky shot of his eye. Just reminding you, that's pretty freaky. Okay, you want to pick up as many gold feathers as you can and look out for the eels. They leave behind a honeycomb, which makes their task a little easier to take out if you get hit once, which actually makes these eels pretty much useless to their task unless knocking you off. Yeah, we played a little pause sound there for a second, because I didn't really feel like showing you 30 seconds of pause screen. Now I think I've got it figured out where this is. First we're going to take a little passage which is a quaint little place. Why do I keep switching to English accents? It's really annoying. Okay, quaint little place with a whole bunch of little knickknacks and paddywhacks in it. I'm using the weirdest terms this game. I've got to stop. That is the 4th life that we have. Let's see, what is around here? Okay, hopefully we... Okay, we were lucky that time. I've just got to say, we were very lucky. If we would have landed on the land, we probably would have killed ourselves. Now, finally... No, what was I doing? I think what I was going to do was go try to find the blue Jinjo, but I'm not exactly sure which pipe that's in. So what I'm going to do is collect these eggs. Do you mind if I take a little break? Aha, okay, never mind. Don't shut it off yet, I'm not taking a break. This is the life piece I want to get. But first, we have to be on Clanker's fin to do that. And be sure to jump at the very edge, because it's very possible to fall right off. I'm tired today, I don't know why, it's just... Clanker's Cavern is going so slowly. When we get into Bubble Gloop Swamp, it's going to be a lot better. That's number 5. Always looking for the future, saying it's going to be better than what we have now. We've got to be thankful for what we have. It's just what we got to do. Here's this pipe over here. What we're gonna try to. Okay, here's the hanging down pipe that I was looking for all this time. Let's climb up and get these notes and the eggs and the Mumbo token. We want to get as many Mumbo tokens as we can. I should have 15 by now, because there's 5 in this world and there was 10 in Treasure Trove Cove, but I only got 9. No, I actually think I got 10. Before this, I did this capture. Or afterwards. What am I talking about, afterwards? I mean, I will get that. Okay, well... Sorry for cutting myself off there, but we are going to be going back over here to get the Mumbo token, which I was mentioning earlier, and to collect these notes, which we'll be focusing on later. Let's make odd noises. I'm probably gonna put a message here saying that this commentary part has been cut out because it's way too weird. I'm gonna fade out here for a second. Can't find where I'm going. Okay, now we're back. Don't worry, I think I'm just on the track of the next Jinjo. Don't click off yet. Now, swimming down here is where the green Jinjo is, I'm pretty sure. From memory and from a helpful little picture in the guide. No, not the guide. Never use guides. Guides are no good. Stop using that English accent. It's like getting on my nerves. As I recall, there's a Jinjo down here next to the key on one of the sides of it. I'm not quite... I think I heard him. Just a second. I'm gonna pause to figure out where he is. Oh, so there he is. That's... Needs R to spin around here really fast. Just like a commercial person. I'm going to use R to do this. And I think this is the pipe that the blue Jinjo is in. I'm not 100% sure though. And yes, it is. Let's turn around and get out of here. I think I am on the trail of the yellow Jinjo. We are finally on land. Out of the stinking oily water, which I hate. Watch out for the eel, as always. And traverse very carefully along this pipe. Right behind there, like I showed you in the first episode, is the yellow Jinjo, which we will now get. That leaves one more to get. I wonder where it is. Okay, back up here. Doing the spring, and here's another little pipe that I did not notice before. And these ducks look like they're smashable. So what I'm going to do is smash. And yes, that brings us the fourth Jinjo who is hidden out of sight, which will probably give us our 10th and final Jiggy. Yes! Let's party beyond the pipe, where I'm all looking down at you and stuff. Backflip out of here. Okay, we're just about done, I think. The last thing I want to show you before I black out for this episode is the next honeycomb piece, which I'm going to do here really quickly. Let's get on Kazooie. Should have just done the note on here. Okay, wait, I gotta stay. We're rats! Okay, we're back. This is where I pound down and get the next honeycomb piece, hopefully. Yes, that didn't blunder. Okay, thank you for watching. This has been episode 7, Breathing Water or something like that. I don't know what I named it yet. Okay, see you guys later when I take on Bloop Swamp.